But let's take a look at what is happening in the markets, and we start off with the JSE that just closed. Of course, after lots of sessions where the JSE has traded in red and green territory, today the JSE seeing a little bit of red, pulling back now just below that 102,000 mark that we had seen it cross yesterday. So that declining more than 0.25%, and of course that largely coming from the resources 10 complex, as we are seeing there. That's leading those losses declining by almost 1.5%. We do have the industrial 25 also following in the same direction, softening by almost 0.33%, but backing that trend is the financial 15 with a gain of almost 0.5%. Of course, we have seen a Standard Bank as it released its interim results today, climbing by almost 4%, so contributing a lot to that gain. Let's take a look at what is happening in the U.S. markets. And of course, those markets coming back from the record highs that we have seen them trading at in the last few sessions. We did get a hotter than expected producer inflation print after the softer than expected consumer inflation print that we saw on Tuesday. Of course, this is for July. So seeming that it has put a little bit of doubt in terms of what the Fed could do at its meeting next month. Those markets pulling back, S&P 500 declining almost 0.25%. The tech-heavy Nasdaq down by almost 0.3%. The Dow also softening by almost 0.4%. Let's take a look at what is happening with the markets across the Atlantic, and we are seeing some positive sentiment over there. We did get some economic data. The UK's economy growth surprising to the upside in the second quarter, ticking up by 0.3%, although it did slow down from the 0.7% that we saw in the first quarter. Also did get the Eurozone industrial production declining more than expected in June. The DAX leading those gains, climbing almost 0.8%. The CAC 40 with a gain of 0.7%. FTSE 100 ticking up slightly, 0.04%. Let's take a look at what is happening on the currency scene and start off with how the Rand is doing against some of the major currencies. A little bit of weakness coming through to the Rand today. Of course, we had seen it trading at around 17 Rand 50 against the US dollar, now above 17 Rand 60 against that currency. Against the pound at 23 Rand 90 and against the euro at 20 Rand 51. Let's check in on the other currency pairs, starting off with the euro dollar at 1.16, pound dollar at 1.35 and the yen just below 148 against the greenback.